G'day, ZiggyD here, welcome back for part 7 of my Path of Exile open beta launch day playthrough. As you can see, I'm most of the way through the Cavern of Anger now, and I just wanted to, quickly before I move on to Move, I'll show you guys the things that you have to be aware of in here, which are these exploding squid. You can see quite a few of the dead ones here, and I'll see if some of them pop up around here. You need to, so there's them as well. They explode fairly quickly as soon as they pretty much make contact with you. So once they come in close range of your character there, they will explode fairly quickly, and it only takes, like, if you have even a large pool of life like myself here, it only takes 3 or 4 of them to be able to take you out, especially if you don't really have any fire resistance rings or anything like that on. So it's definitely something to be aware of there. Alright, and looks like we're at the entrance to Merveil's lair, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and equip both of these cold resist rings, since they're going to be quite crucial for this fight. Now, I've got some transmutation orbs, and I might transmute the better of those 2 rings. I forgot you had to take them off first. 15 fire resist, let's ult this. We've got some extra physical damage, that's pretty good. We've got an augmentation, that is a decent physical damage roll, and I don't mind wasting a bit of currency. A bit more strength equals a bit more life, that should be fine, that'll help us out a little bit. Now, we're going to drop a portal scroll down here. We've only got 2, so we've just got to be aware of that. If I do need to go in and come back, that I'll only have 1 left. So now I'm going to be primarily using the poison arrow for this, because she has energy shields, and in her first form she's very hard to kill through those energy shields. So poison arrow will, obviously, the chaos damage will go through those energy shields without you needing to take them down, and so we're just going to be very careful. Now, it is possible to hit her as a ranger or as a bow user from quite a distance. There we go. I can hear that hitting her. There we go. But she will usually end up moving. I have almost fully killed her doing that before, so we've got her health down a little bit. Now it looks like we're frozen, so my Quicksilver Flask is anti-freeze, so I've just got to be aware of that. If you can get more anti-freeze potions, if you don't have one, it's really worth trying to get one before this fight, otherwise you're going to have to be very careful, because getting chain frozen just isn't much fun. So as you saw there, she sort of teleported, and that was basically a desync error there. So if you know your connection, or if you know you tend to desync a fair bit, especially on unstable server days like this first day of open beta, that is just something to prepare for extra. So her Cold Snap spell in this, I read in the patch notes, is actually the new skin, the new spell effect, which is purchasable in the microtransaction store. Instead of looking like ice, it now, so look, we've got the hand coming up there, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So that's sort of like a little demonstration there if you want to get that perhaps for your witch, or for your cold caster, your cold crit shadow or anything like that. It's a pretty cool looking spell. I quite like the new sound effect for it too. So it looks like those freezes aren't hurting me too much. Now, the way freezes and other status ailments like that work is it's based on the relative damage compared to your life. So since I have a fairly high life pool for this point in the game, and just when compared to other builds, I'm not being frozen for too long, whereas someone with a much lower amount of life would be frozen for a lot longer. So slowly wearing her down there. She's not doing too much damage to me, which is quite good to know. Still though, there is always the risk that I can get chain frozen like that. So look like Mouse has hit level 52. That's quite fast progress for day 1. They're obviously pulling an all-nighter there. Let's just keep poison arrowing it down. I kind of wish I had some more mana flasks, but I might if I get frozen again, I'll pop that Quicksilver Flask so I can keep going. Alright, looks like our potions are getting pretty low. I might have to use that waypoint back into town soon. I'll just wait until there's health potions pretty much all the way down as well. Still doing alright for health. I might even be able to finish this form here without needing to go back to town, actually. That'd be nice. Potentially saves us a portal scroll. So there we go, they killed her off. Now I just want to get somewhere where we're not going to get surrounded by these smaller mobs that appear. So we'll just poison fuel these. This will give us a chance to get some more of our potions back, which will be quite good. So I'll just kill these guys off. She's much easier in this form. Although it looks like she spawns exploding squid now. That's an interesting addition. She didn't used to do that. And Tychus is having a good bark in the background there. So They've all stuck around here, but yeah, she's generally speaking though, she's much easier to fight in this form because you can just stay out of range of that that wave ability. As long as we don't get hit by those exploding squid, we should be fine. She's still got that energy shield, so we still want to work her down with that poison arrow there. Whew, hard work. Let's seek some refreshment. There we go. Nothing like a bit of one-handed Merveil fighting. As you can tell, this second form isn't particularly hard, but it did sound like from their blog post that they are looking to increase the difficulty of this fight. Now that she constantly spawns minions as well, it's actually a bit easier to keep your flasks up, whereas before you only got that one initial flask regen there when she first spawned them, and then after that you had to go back to town if you wanted to regen your flasks. But this isn't so bad, so I'm like, let's just keep smashing her with this poison arrow and finish her off. At least the poison arrow is getting through those mobs. It would be pretty annoying if I only had a single target ability that would be absorbed by those mobs. Let's just keep working her down. She's almost there. Still want to avoid those waves though. We don't want to take any unnecessary risk. Still acting as if it's hardcore, of course. So just watch out for those explodies. There we go. It looks like we've got a few rares and quite a few magic items as well. I will actually need to take a trip back to town because I am full. So before we progress onwards though, I did want to check out some of this gear that we happened to get from that fight. We've got some pretty nice armor here: strength, life, resistances, block and stun. I've also identified this one here which has got 20 to maximum life. That's armor and evasion rating, so I think I might go with that one there. It might be a good upgrade here. I still need to gain a level before I can use that though, and also want to check out this composite bow. Oh, finally got a magic weapon. We've just had pretty dodgy weapons this whole time, so this one, we still need a bit more dex before we can use this though. So I do have a dex amulet back in town, so I can put that on temporarily. Or I forgot that we got a light quiver. There we go. We lose a little bit of damage from the quiver there, but we can use this one, which will give us an overall upgrade in damage there. So make our damage much more reliable as well. So let's put that on. Let's make sure I'm not losing any crucial skills though. No, I can easily shift these around. Very nice. And I do want to identify. Don't have any more identify scrolls, unfortunately, but I do want to get those boots identified because we're still looking for some move speed boots. We don't have any of those yet, so I'm gonna put that good health ring back on there, and maybe I'll switch over this. This damage 9 to strength ring is actually quite good, so we'll leave that on for now. We've also got an iron ring there, which could turn out to be okay. So iron rings aren't really the best base ring to use. They're okay in the early game, but you really want life or resistances for the most part. So this area here that I'm in now is called the forest, but it's usually known as pretty much just monkeys. And I did cover it in the Where to Farm series that I've been sort of putting out over time, as it's a pretty good place to farm when you first come into Act 2. Lots of good experience. You can just really kill off a whole heap of mobs really quickly, and it's not particularly dangerous as long as you don't let yourself get surrounded. So we just want to put a split arrow. Oh, that's something I forgot to mention in between episodes was I grabbed a quest reward, which was a support gem, my first support gem so far. Let's grab that. So the support gem was life gain on hit, so I've socketed that to split arrow. Now I had a choice between life gain on hit and additional fire damage, weapon elemental damage, and both were very good, but I think life gain on hit is going to be more important in the long run, so I'm going to get that now, and I'll grab some fire support gems later on if I can. So the basic technique for this area is just to round up monkeys and keep heading towards the exit and just fire behind you every now and then to clear them out, AoE them down. It's pretty much heaven for anyone that has a good AoE ability. If you want to see tips to farming this area in a bit more depth, then check out that Where to Farm guide for this particular zone on my channel. So we're officially in Act 2 now. I just farmed up an extra level before moving on out of that monkeys area, and Act 2 looks like it's quite pumping. There's quite a few people here, and you can see a lot of them have the microtransactions there, which is pretty cool stuff. Speaking of, I did say that I was going to wait until we got a beastly bow, but we really haven't got a beastly bow yet, so I'm going to go ahead and apply my vampiric weapon effect to this bow here. So I bought this because you know, I had the points left over from my supporter packs, and I thought that seems pretty appropriate for my first build, which is being a sort of like a lifesteal blood magic builder. Having the vampiric weapon effect I thought would be pretty cool, so let's go ahead and chuck that on. Cool stuff, cool stuff. That's pretty epic looking there. So if you guys were thinking about getting that one, there you go, there's a bit of an idea of what it looks like on low graphics settings. So the plan for Act 2 is to basically head through. You can either head left or right first up. I might head right first and grab the waypoint in the second zone here. So just go straight, grab the waypoint. You can do the Great White Beast quest. It is a little bit more difficult though, as it is a side quest. Otherwise you can go left and pretty much go all the way to the end of the left and then come back and do the thicket. So the main path in either left and right are the lower leveled areas, and then the side quests in the offshoot areas are higher level areas. So it's generally good practice to do the lower level areas on both sections and then start filling in the side quests. That just means you'll be appropriately leveled for the content, and you won't be over leveled if you do everything on the right hand side then go left. You'll be over leveled for like the first 2 or 3 zones. So that's just the generally best approach to do that. So that's it for this particular video. I'll take you guys through some of Act 2 in the next video. I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching.